Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the LYCAN. A lovely tank. I love this tank. I'm not going to lie, I do like the tank. I think Wargaming have done really well with this tank to balance it. I mean, it's not OP at all, and it's not weak. I mean, it's a strong tank, but it's not OP. It has a nice upper plate, nice turret, but that big bottom plate kind of reminds me like the Object 252U bottom plate is very, very weak. And side scraping, you can get penned from your tracks as well. I mean, you can bounce shots when you are side scraping, but this tank is more of a hull down tank. So let's just have a look at the stats. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. I really am enjoying the tank. I believe 122mm gun, which we pretty much all knew about, and hit points 100 1300. The turret armor 120, which doesn't seem all that, but it is very sloped and it's not sort of flat. The side is 80 and the rear is 60, and your hull is 100 and the sides 80 and the rear is 60. Now let's get on to the damage per minute. Damage per minute is 1900, which is okay for a tier 7 heavy tank, and the reload is 12.63. that is with all the bells and the whistles. That's with the gun rammer. The average penetration 175. I mean, it does the job. APCR 220, again, it does the job. You will struggle in tier 8. I mean, the penetration's not the greatest, the accuracy is not the greatest. The HE is 62 millimeters of penetration, and on your AP you do 400 damage, on your APCR you do 340, and your HE you do 515. Aiming time is awful at 5.3, and the dispersion is 0.417. Now, the dispersion is a kind of a hit and miss. It's either wow, that hit, or like whoa, why didn't that hit? So it's a hit and miss with the dispersion. I mean, the stats show it. It's not amazing, and especially that aim time, 5.3 seconds. That is a big aim time. So you do need to take that into account, especially if you are in the open. So definitely go hold down in the tank. It's nice at going hold down. It does have a nice 10 degrees of gun depression as well. 35 kilometers an hour for the speed, and you go 15 in reverse. So we're just going to have two battles. I mean, one normal battle, and we are going to have a battle in the new game mode. The game mode's out today, so why not show it off? It is such a laugh. It's amazing fun. So our first battle, we are on Fort Despair, and we are against tier 6, and in fact we are the only tier 7. Now, against tier 6 is where this really does shine, and it does kind of seem OP, but it really isn't. I mean, I struggled to pen an M6 earlier with Pramo. I couldn't pen it, and yet he was penning me every time without fail. Wasn't bouncing, but yet I could not pen him. So the tank really is balanced, and I do like what Wargaming have done. It's a good tank, but it's definitely not overpowered. Now, people have been complaining about the event, how it's impossible to get this tank for free. Now, what people don't know about events, and I say it all the time, people moan, they just want free stuff, and they're not happy. They'll never be happy. Events are not they're not always there to earn free tanks. Events are not just there to earn free tanks. You're not always going to get free tanks in events. You might think you are, but you're not. And I respect Wargaming what they've done now, because at least they have told us it is impossible to get the tank if you don't buy that $9 or $10 cipher. So I do respect them for that, but it is just, people have literally gone insane over it. Pay to win, blah blah blah. Listen, I paid 15, I think it was about 15-16 pound, and I got this tank. It was about, because there was gold offer. I had some gold. There was, if you look in the store, you can get some gold. It's on offer for £5, £10, for a certain amount of gold. So you can have this tank for depending on how much gold you've got, you can have this tank for £10. You can have this tank for £10. Yes, it does mean you've got to grind, but I mean the grind is okay. The grind's nothing. You can play the event if you really wanted to grind, and it's. People still complain that you have to buy the tank and you can't get the tank for free, even though you get a stug for free, you get crates for free, you can earn crates, you can earn gold, you can earn boosters, you can earn premium days, there's credits, there is so much worth the money. You spend £10, $10 or whatever it is in your country, you get a shed ton for that price. So just be happy. Be happy. If you don't have no money, then it is unfortunate, but you're still going to get a free tank. You're still going to get a stug. You're still going to get some gold. You're still going to get the chance of opening some crates as well, if you have time to grind. So I do feel sorry for those that obviously that are young, that don't have money, that will miss out on this, but I'm pretty certain it will come back. Not like the Dracula and the Hellsin. They are completely OP. And that's why Wargaming only bring them back for events and crates as such. This isn't OP. This will be back. This definitely will be back. It might be next Halloween. It might not. But it's a nice tank. It's a nice tank, and I've been playing it in this new Mad Games, Mad Hell Games, or whatever you want to call it, and it's so much fun. So we are going to have a look at the new event, the new game mode, because it is hilarious. Just as you thought Wargaming can't get any madder than Mad Games, they bring this out. And I think this is so much better than Mad Games. There's just a few, they've touched up on a few things that have made it so much better. Like at the start of the game where you go invisible and you go really fast, you can get into the positions really quick. Some of the perks you get where you, like we've got here, where you twist someone around, it's hilarious, especially if you do it to a Death Star or a Jaegeroo just before they shoot. It pisses them off, and it's so funny. It really is funny, and I love what Wargaming have done with this event. So we are going to be playing the event. Me and Skate Extreme hopefully will be streaming on Thursday night. If all goes well, we have arranged it. We've agreed Thursday, so hopefully we will be streaming Thursday night with this new game mode. So what I also love about this game mode is you get 3 lives. You get 3 lives, and you can earn those little heart things. These, if you look at the 3 hearts above that, you are earning some points. And whenever you die, you can purchase these. You might only have enough for 1, which we've only got enough for 1 here, which we're going to use the 40% damage for 1 shot. And the longer you stay in battle, and I suppose the more the kills you get, that will go up dramatically, and sometimes you can actually afford to get all 3 of them. So I do love the fact that you have 3 lives. It's amazing, it's so fun, and the amount of damage you can pump out is crazy. You go out in an Object 263 or something with a little bit of armor, it is so funny. I've seen tier 8 15,000 damage, I've seen 12,000 damage. Even in tier 8 now, in tier 7, tier 8, I've seen almost every player have 5,000 damage in the team. And the best thing is it means absolutely nothing. But to see that kind of damage on your screen, even though it does mean nothing, is kind of satisfying. I do admit it is satisfying. And actually, because of this, I got my first 8,000 damage game. It doesn't mean nothing, but I still got it. It was still 8,000. I did do it in the... What did I do it in? I can't even... The Object 263 I did it in. As I've said, means absolutely nothing, but at least I got 8,000 damage. So this game here, we are in a tier 8, and as you can see, electric lightning going around everywhere, everyone dying, a lava just coming up out of nowhere. Everyone dying around you. There's the AMX CDC there. We take him out, a nice high roll, 600 damage, just over 600 damage, and we take a life from him. And there is now an RU-251, so we're going to ram him, take a life from him as well. And I do love the fact that it doesn't tell you when you kill someone. It doesn't show that it's killed someone unless you actually kill them and they have lost all 3 of their lives. So that is kind of good. And I do love the The invisible, I love the invisible. I love the twister thing. It's if you haven't played this event, do go play it because it is really worth playing. Now, here we're on 4.5k damage. We've still got 2 lives left, so we can still die another time. And here the lurva comes up, and we've got the enemy pretty not pincered, but there is. I should have twisted this guy. I should have used the twister thing on that guy, but I thought I was going to be able to penetrate him, and then our lurva just gets absolutely wrecked there, and he loses a life. But he doesn't lose a life. He was playing dead, and that's another thing. I thought the play dead. I'm like, people are not going to trick me with the play dead, but they do. They really do, especially later on in the game when there's a tank in front of you and it just blows up. You just automatically think that one of your teammates has shot him and killed him, and then you just nod along and go on with your job, and then you just get killed. So now we've lost our second life. We've got 1 more life left, but we have earned enough hearts to get the 6th, 7th, Rapid Fire, and the Inferno. So we've got them all going into the last round. But people, as I've said, they are dying. 2 tanks down for the enemy, 1 tank down for our team. So this is where people are starting to lose their, actually lose the game. 2 tanks down each now. And again, I love the start of the battle where you are invisible. You're invisible, you go fast, and people... The best thing about that is because people try and sit by spawn and wait for you to respawn. But when you're invisible straight away and you go fast, it really does trick the enemy, and they have no idea where you are. So this now, we have just taken out the Hell's-In. It just leaves 3 tanks left alive. And in a minute, I am going to get really annoyed here. I mean, I'm aiming, shoot. Oh, great. Don't you hate it when that happens? That is really frustrating. Really frustrating. It wasn't the guy's fault. I didn't moan. It wasn't the guy's fault. It just sometimes, you know, it just happens. So we are now going to chase the CDC. The CDC's been having a great game. 8 kills this CDC is on. 8 kills, incredible. And he's going to get a 9th kill very soon. There we go. There is his 9th kill. But now we know where he is. We've got the twister, but we just can't get around quick enough to get a shot. And he backs up there, gets his HP back, the take off the 4 second thing, and we do manage to take him out. So now it's just 3 against 2, and the last 2 are very good players, and I think they're in a platoon, and they are about to take out our T-32. So there, it's gone. It just now leaves me and the Lurva against 2. I'm wealthy. Healthy. Not wealthy, I wish. I'm very healthy. But the thing with these kind of games is you don't know how many lives these guys have got. You don't know if you haven't been paying attention. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to this Pantera at all, or this T-34, to be honest. We twist each other at the same time there, and we do manage to switch around to get a shot before he gets the shot on me. So that is the thing. If you're not paying attention to the enemy team, which you're not going to pay attention to all 7 tanks, you don't know if they've still got 2 lives left, or if they're on the last life, or if they haven't lost any lives. So that is the new mode. Very, very fun. I mean, 6,000 damage in a tier 7. Very nice credit earning event as well. 122,000 credits earned. 6,160 damage. I mean, you don't get an ace or you don't get anything like that. But you can still have fun, earn credits, and earn some XP, I suppose. So that is it, guys. That is the event, and that is the LYCAN. Very good tank, very well balanced, and completely not OP. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.